Hello Taurus, and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. This is your weekly reading and we will see what is coming in for you. We're in Aquarius season, so fellow fixed sign, what was that? Speaking of Aquarius, the card of Aquarius, Seven of Swords, Mercury in Aquarius. So let's look at the story of the week. The Seven of Swords could be an evaluation of what's going on inside your mind. There could be a sense of having to make hastily made plans or to be able to adapt to new plans in some way, shape or form. There's kind of like a speediness or a quickness that had to occur here in some way, shape or form. And the Hermit is like, no, I really need to think about it. I really need to think about this. Oh, here you are. Love it. The King of Pentacles coming in. Okay, the Taurus King. Oh, the Death card. My goodness, Scorpio opposite energy. So this was a big decision. This is something that you really had to think about here. The Moon. Okay, wow. And the Nine of Cups. My goodness. Okay, you're not taking this lightly at all, Taurus, with this. And you're right in the center, putting yourself center stage, right in the center with the King of Pentacles. And it's like I've got a lot to offer here, absolutely. Being the King of Pentacles, very generous energy. It's like... in my element. I'm going to approach this in the way that I feel comfortable with. And there's a sense of being a little bit patient with it. Maybe there's something that's coming through because, again, there's this sense of there was something came in where it potentially like there was a hastily made plan or plans changed or you had to kind of think about something and it happened faster than what you were thinking. The change or what was going on inside your head was like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit pressured. You know, I either have to make a choice or a decision or do something here in some way, shape or form. So it's kind of like, but the Hermit is very much, it's a Virgo energy of the wise sage going, I really do need to think about this. I really do before I jump into something, because even though it might feel like, okay, this is bringing me towards freedom in some way, it's freeing me from an old energy in some way, shape or form. I really need to kind of understand what this means before, because it has a sense that there's more to the story. There's a bigger picture out there. And so you might get this instinct to be going down a certain road, you know, making this plan or agreeing to something or, you know, whatever the Seven of Swords is, this plan that's coming in, what's going on inside your mind. And I really feel like this is Mercury in Aquarius. So this is thinking about the future plans, future ideas, something that's coming in, but it's almost like, I'm trying to explain this because it feels like it's almost like there's a pressure to do it now. Whereas it's like, maybe I wasn't thinking about doing it now. Maybe the opportunity for it to come in has come in faster than you thought. Maybe this is something you've been thinking about for a while or a plan that's been rolling around inside your mind for a while, but suddenly it's like, oh, this is happening sooner than I'm thinking. So it's like, why? Why? We might ask that question. But I feel like it's wanting to understand it from a deeper level in a way. It's like quite a measured and practical approach to it. And so the wisdom of the Hermit is like, even though the Hermit can only see a couple of, interesting, a couple of steps. Yeah, I feel like, the Hermit's on top of the mountain. That's what they're showing me. There's this elevated sense of understanding that's coming in around plans and where they were going and how they were working. And yeah, the Hermit is wise. It's a wise energy. There's wisdom from finding this kind of higher vantage point of being able to look down and go, okay, why did I want that? Why was I thinking of that? But it's like through this wisdom and going, well, I understand that there's spontaneity connected to, or something that wasn't quite organized properly, or that a plan didn't quite. With the Seven of Swords, it's just this sense of, you can see the characters up and left and just kind of grabbed 5 swords, left 2 behind. It feels a little bit disorganized, like it wasn't quite something. had to kind of happen, but it wasn't, this person wasn't like, it was either really spontaneous or they weren't ready. It wasn't like very well planned in some way, shape or form. But it's like, okay, maybe you had to kind of go with something and kind of, this all happened so quickly. But you've got this opportunity to reflect now with the Hermit from this higher vantage point, as if you're on top of the mountain looking down going, okay, I saw that happened and now I'm trying to work out why. And then it's like, and I'm bringing this back to myself, back to me. How does this fit in with who I am in this world at this moment in time? How can I make this work for me? And how can it kind of be, how can I be feeling a lot more comfortable with this energy that's come in faster than I think, and I wasn't quite prepared or ready for it. And so through this sense of just kind of grounding down into it and going, okay, I'm feeling more ready and more prepared, and I'm feeling more like me within this situation, and that I'm feeling like, okay, I'm ready to move forward. And so then it's a sense of when you do move forward, it's the Death card moving forward. It's the white horse of spirit. It's transformation. It's transformative. Once it's a sense of really getting comfortable with the idea and understanding how you sit within this energy in this space, you're stepping into transformation. The Death card is walking straight into the moon energy, which is quite fascinating because it's not an easy journey, to be honest. It's like going into the underworld and going into this place that you wouldn't normally go into, which is potentially like looking at what lies beneath. Potentially these are feelings that have been there all along, or things that have been there underneath the surface that are coming up to be looked at. And so this could be subconscious patterning that comes in with the moon. This can be looking at old cycles and old patterns that haven't been working for you in some way, shape or form. Either way, there's this sense, I get this sense that the Death card, this death, the skeleton in the armor on the Death card is heading straight into this kind of subterranean energy of the moon. It's nighttime. Something's been illuminated in the darkness. It can be this liminal space. It can be going deep into your intuition. It can be going deep into things that are just there, like unclear under the surface or waiting to come up. And so this Death card knows exactly where it's heading towards. But that's why there's this sense of courage and bravery. It's like, okay, I understand what needs to transform in my life at this moment in time, and I understand that I potentially need to go to these places that uncomfortable places with it. But because you've come back and you've been the King of Pentacles here, you're the King of Earth, it's like I'm comfortable with this knowledge that I've received about where I'm heading towards at this moment, because you've got the Hermit next to you, you've got the knowledge, you've got the wisdom. So I'm comfortable in the knowledge of where I'm heading and understanding that it's taking me into places that's interesting terrain. It could be really good. It could be tricky, but there's something that's like I said, subterranean around it. It's ultimately going to clear up a whole heap of, like I said, old patterning that comes in with this. And so we've got the Nine of Cups, which is fulfillment. This is a fulfilling journey that you are going on here. So you're not going anywhere into any terrain or that you're not going to be comfortable with. So you're going in knowing that this is what you got, the situation that you're going into, and that there might be challenges involved with it. But ultimately you're understanding with this Nine of Cups that this could actually be a very deeply fulfilling journey. So it's a sense of preparation, evaluation, understanding, and then embarking on this quite a deep transformative journey that's going on here. And so the Nine of Cups is interesting because this person is feeling pretty happy, feeling like things are starting to line up, that things are feeling right, feeling fulfilled because of the work that's been put in. Because this character in the Nine of Cups has gone, I put in the work, and now all these cups are lighting up. So this could feel very deeply personal, this kind of change that's coming in here, personally transformative. So let me pull another card for you, Taurus. And the fact that we've got Scorpio energy there, that's your opposite sign. The King of Pentacles knows full well it's going, the Scorpio energy is a deeper energy, and it's finding the balance between, you prefer to just be in your comfort zone, but understanding that there's something deepening here. So yeah, it's interesting. We've got love. Okay. Choice and trust. I love it. So this could quite literally be connecting to, I mean, look at these two wolves. This could be a deepening of some feelings that have been there underneath the surface, connecting to love, connecting to that in some way, shape or form. This is your wolf pack as well, with the two wolves that are traveling together. But choice, this is the Lover's card, represents a big choice that lies ahead. Can you trust the choice? Are you willing to go on this journey? And who are you wanting to take on the journey with you? So yeah, I think that there's this prior, the Seven of Swords is like that person didn't really know why something was happening. It was just happening. But then the knowledge comes in with the Hermit, the King of Pentacles, and the Death card. There's full understanding of where you're going now. So that makes a lot of sense. So let's look, speaking of relationship, I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be, it can be a big choice in terms of, you know, your career or where you're heading, your future in some way, shape or form, whether it's with a person. There is definitely a connection here with the Love card. Somebody's wanting to come by your side or be there along the way, feel connected to you along the way of this journey. But that doesn't have to necessarily be only a journey of love. So this could be, yeah, it's going to be different for all of you. But yeah, deeply fulfilling. Okay, so let's look at the love and relationship energy coming in for the week, Taurus. And this can be any relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be friends, family, work person, relationship with a pet. We've got crocodile and oyster. Oh, okay. Now, speaking of going into the deep watery realms of Scorpio and Pisces, the Death card and the Moon, here we have the two water energies. I just want to actually bring your attention to the vulture as well, because the vulture is a bird that cleans up the bones of the dead. And we've got the Death card. So there's something being cleared up here that is going to be transformed. The Moon card always shows that there's something hasn't been clear, or there's been something underlying within a situation that needs to be cleared up. And the vulture is saying that this is an old energy that doesn't need to be around anymore. And so soul, this beautiful purple energy that's coming in, is coming in and helping you mentally kind of understand, through this kind of understanding, this thing, element of air, what's going on inside of your mind, you're clearing out an old energy. So yeah, important. So these are the two people that are coming in. I mean, we've got a beautiful connection with the two wolves. So they're showing that they are this relationship is very connected. Wolf energy can sometimes be non-verbal. It's like you just know. The wolves hunt in packs and they know what the other one's doing, and there's this instinct between the two of them. So there can be a lot of non-verbal, even psychic connection that comes in between you and somebody else. There's this kind of relationship that's coming up here. And then we've got the sense of going deep into the waters, deep into some emotions, deep into some memories perhaps. But we've got crocodile and oyster. So one person, interesting with the crocodile, is going, I'm not going that deep, really. I'm just going to be here on the surface. I'm between, it's like on the surface waiting. So there's been a sense of waiting for a long time with the crocodile energy. And then the oyster, interestingly, and I think you had the oyster last week as well, Taurus. Pretty sure you did have the oyster, because it was the sense of something really beautiful lay within. So I really feel like you're the oyster here. And this person here is going, I haven't wanted to go too deep with you because you're not ready to open up and show what lies within. And it only takes one small irritant, for like a grain of sand, to turn into a pearl inside the oyster. So, but yeah, this person has waited a long time for you to open up and connect to them. They've been waiting, maybe even over lifetimes. There's a very long, because it's a crocodile, it's an ancient creature, it's old. So, yes, they've been waiting for you to open up, and perhaps, and I don't feel like there's any pressure though. That's the thing. They're like, I'm just going to hang out up here. You can do your thing down there, and when you're ready, you can show me what this thing is that you're wanting to show me or open up emotionally towards. So it's kind of saying, yes, this is kind of like a continuation of the story from last week's reading, which was there's something really beautiful deep inside of you that was getting ready to open up and be seen, and to be expressed or shown in the world in some way, shape or form. And it's now we've got the crocodile coming in going, same element. There's things that they sort of understand a little bit about what you've been through or what you're going through. But this is the person, the supportive energy that's coming in. There's now a person by your side here that's just like the wolf. Do you trust them? What sort of level of trust is with you and this other person? And the choice to open up, or is this person helping you make the choice to show the beautiful oyster? And so I really feel like this journey, transformation into what lies beneath or what lies within, is quite literally the journey into the oyster, into finding that beautiful pearl, the beauty, something very beautiful there. So, yes, I think this week really become aware of who this other, like the crocodile or the other wolf is. There's somebody that's coming in. It may be that, the crocodile's got its mouth shut as well. It may be that things don't have to necessarily, there's a lot of, there's this non-verbal energy to this. It's like they understand that there's something there that you're not ready to open up to. But you don't have to necessarily, they just know, there's a knowing between the two of you that's coming in, that you don't have to necessarily talk about something or say something. They'll know how you're feeling about something. But when you're ready, and if you're ready and want to talk or open up or show, they'll be there. So it's actually a very beautiful energy to come through. So that's it, Taurus. I just feel like it's a continuation of that energy that we had last week, where it's like the universe is showing you who's around, who's supporting you in this transformative energy, the thing that's changing and transforming in your life at this moment in time. So, yes, I love it. So, and I just feel like this is kind of like they're showing me an expansion of wisdom and understanding. Whereas last week it felt like understood that it's there and that oyster energy was there. But now it's like kind of broadened and it's like put in a little bit more context, and there's the wisdom that comes through, that you're kind of understanding the bigger picture a little bit more, and some feeling really connected to other people's energies, like a collective energy, but in particular, like there's a one relationship that's coming in here. So a deeply rewarding, a deeply fulfilling journey that you're going on here, Taurus. And like I said, it's getting you a little bit out of your comfort zone, and you're being really brave and courageous with it. But at the same time, as you come in as the King of Pentacles, you're not losing anything, that you're still being you here. There's a deep authenticity that comes in that is ready to kind of be shown or retrieved in some way, shape or form. So yeah, that's it. So speaking of love, I actually just wanted to remind you that I do have an offer on love readings to celebrate Valentine's Day on February the 14th, 14% off selected readings. So it includes love readings and a couple of general readings, because I know not all of you are into the love reading. And this is available for limited time only, 2 weeks only, so until February the 14th. So it's probably less than that by the time this reading comes out, but February the 14th Australian time. So the link for that is in the description box below. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Taurus, love to read your comments. And yeah, take care.